Now that you're set up, let's talk about what makes Edge Zone so powerful, the tools and features. In this video, I'll walk you through how to use your Plus EV optimizer so you can quickly filter and find profitable betting opportunities. Let's get started by looking at the props market. In the Discord, type the command \EV. As soon as you do, you'll see a sliding bar appear at the bottom with all the filter options you can adjust. These filters are what help you dial in exactly the type of plays you want to see. First, pick the books you want to compare. You can choose up to 3 for any report. Let's say I start with DraftKings, then add FanDuel, and finally let's go with Prop Builder. You can mix and match any books you have access to, and the optimizer will scan between them for value. Next, let's set a minimum EV percentage. You can leave it blank to see everything, even edges under 1%, or set a higher threshold if you only want to see stronger plays. For this example, so we can see more data, I'm going to set it to 2%. Now we'll set how many sharps need to agree with this edge under the minimum sharps category. You can choose 1, 2, or 3. For this example, let's go with 2 sharps. You can also lock in a required sharp. For example, selecting Pinnacle means every edge shown must be backed by Pinnacle's pricing. Same with the DVIG sharp setting. I'll pick Pinnacle again for this demo. There are many more filters you can use to hone in on your betting style, but the example we've looked at today is a solid foundation. Once you've selected your filters, just hit enter. The optimizer will take a few seconds to scan the market across all the sportsbooks you've selected. And right here, you'll see all the available Plus EV edges pop up, filtered exactly to your criteria. Let's take a look at the results. In the top result from DraftKings, we have Charlie Morton over 5.5 strikeouts at plus 110. The report lists a quarter Kelly bet stake, but the Arbfather and I honestly recommend a flat stake, typically associated with a 2-win unit amount. Next, we see the win percentage, followed by the EV percentage, both based on the fair odds, which we see at plus 102. The last section of the report shows the market value offered by the sharp books, which really defines our Plus EV edge. As you can see, the market is sitting at a minus 112 average, which looks tasty to our potential plus 110 bet on DK. Next, let's look at how to search the game market. The process is similar to searching props, but this time we're going to type the command \game. You'll see the same sliding bar pop up. Select Game EV and we'll start choosing which books we want to compare. For this example, I'll choose Fliff, Rebet, and finally, let's choose Profit X, since exchanges usually have more volume, and I want to show you the liquidity readout in the report. Again, we'll choose our minimum EV percentage, and I'll set it at 2% so we get some data. And finally, let's set the minimum Pinnacle limit to $1,000, as that will correlate with the book's confidence in the odds. We're not going to use the minimum liquidity filter for this example, but it's a cool feature allowing you to filter by liquidity on exchanges such as Novig and ProfitX. Let's hit enter and see what we come up with. Alright, let's walk through the Game Line Optimizer report. The basics are going to look very familiar if you recall the prop report. Right up top we've got the essentials, the sportsbook we're targeting, the game and specific bet details, the odds being offered, recommended bet size based on quarter Kelly, and remember, while the Kelly suggestion is there, we personally prefer flat staking for consistency. You'll also see the projected win percentage, the EV percentage, and the fair odds for that play. Now here's where things differ from the prop report. Game line bets are DVIG specifically to Pinnacle, not the entire market. So in these reports, you'll only see Pinnacle's current line, not a spread across multiple books. Remember, in our filters, we only pulled in plays where Pinnacle is showing at least $1,000 in available liquidity. The higher the liquidity, the more confident Pinnacle is in that line and the more confident we are in our Plus EV percentage. You'll also notice a section that shows available liquidity from any exchanges we've chosen to filter. This is a really powerful feature because it adds more depth and confirmation to the bet. Now we'll dive deeper into that concept in a future video. So that's it. Simple and powerful. Use the filters to focus on the sportsbooks and thresholds to match your betting style, then let the EV optimizer do the heavy lifting. With Edge Zone, you're never guessing. You're finding value the market hasn't adjusted to yet. Now it's your turn to put it into action.